Just gonna hop in here really quick today because I have a short window of time before I go make magic. So I'm working on a prototype. I did this bum bag. It is a roll top bum bag based on another pattern I saw, but I don't want it to be a bum bag. It didn't even quite work as a crossbody. It just is a little too big. So I'm going to make it shorter this way, and I've measured my camera and lenses, and I want to just be able to fit my camera and lenses inside. That's it. Make it super quick. The other thing I did with this is I lined it with IKEA bag, which is pretty cool. It was an interesting experiment. I don't know that I will do that again. But in order to get the materials, this is all Frankenstein. This is upholstery fabric that I rescued. This is a zipper and some buckles from 3 different bum bags that I got. And the IKEA bag. So it was pretty interesting to do. But what I'm doing now is, before I start sewing the second try out of this canvas material, and I'm using, let's see, this for the lining, this pineapple tropical stuff. I am testing straps because I want to see if I can make this a convertible little, like a little mini backpack kind of thing, but also have as a crossbody. So if I sew the straps on at the bottom and then have anchors here, something like that, anchors here, then if it's like this to put over my shoulders, then I could also pull this through. I don't know how far I can pull it through. All right, pull it through probably, well, it's going to be halfway, so this is halfway. So it'd probably be something like this. Just pinning, you know. This is how we figure things out, you know. We figure things out by just playing around. Something like this. Maybe a little bit more. Maybe a little bit more. Oops. And of course, again, the bag is going to be smaller all around, but then it goes like this. But that's not, that would be child size. I mean, a child could get their arms through that, not me. So I think what I'm going to have to do is make a second strap. Connect them together. I think that's what I'm going to have to do, or make a second one, and maybe they're just a little, if I connect them together so they're twice as long, then this would be in the middle, something like this, about like that. And then that's probably, if I just put it over my shoulder this way, that's probably big enough. So I think that's what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to make a second strap. So anyway, talking through my thinking out loud with you. It's always helpful to talk to oneself, especially when you're trying to figure something out. Yeah, I do look at how other people do things in order to figure out ideas. One thing that I thought was really cool is I saw from a gal who is in, a guy, he's in Mumbai, and he uses rolls of ribbon to back the straps. So I managed to get a bunch of ribbon. You just have to be really careful because some ribbon will melt if you iron it, so you have to use a cold iron. But I did that on the back. I backed these straps, so this basically was double thickness rather than use interfacing, and then I backed it with the ribbon. It's kind of smooth. It runs on the body pretty nicely. So I'll just make another one of these and then get to putting this bag together. I am also using quilt batting on the front, back, sides, and bottom just to give it a little more oomph. I have a lot of pieces of quilt batting left over from doing larger quilts. So I use that instead of buying some kind of foam or whatever that one would normally use for bags. You got to use what you have. The goal is to not buy if you can avoid it. When I do buy, I try to buy something that I can Frankenstein, meaning take it apart and use the pieces, the zippers, the buckles, whatever I can. Sometimes the pieces of fabric come in handy. I'll probably use a couple of pieces of the nylon from one of the bum bags to make these little strap casings when I finally get down to it. I think that would be that would strong. Or I could use the ribbon, actually. That might be an idea too. Just wanted to be strong. Well, that's enough for now. That's all I have time for. I really gotta run and get this going because, like I said, I have a few hours before I go make magic, and I have to eat and walk my cat again. So, have a great day. I hope you're finding fun things to do. Get outside, even though it's hot. Make sure you drink liquids that are not alcoholic or caffeinated as much as possible. Put a little salt in your water. If you don't want to drink Gatorade, just put a little salt in there, a little pinch for a quart of water. That should help out. And make sure you eat as well as you can afford. I was at the grocery store yesterday and I could not believe the price of beef. I mean, I knew it was going to go up, but it was insane. So do what you can, eat the best you can, support your local community, and that's how we get things done, is supporting each other, helping each other, and trying to make life better for each other instead of making each other miserable. We've got a few more years to get through before we see the light at the end of the tunnel. Maybe sooner. You never know. I hope so. But make sure you register to vote. And like I said, have a great day.